Talk more about this. I'd like to welcome Conservative MP and public safety critic Raquel Dancho to Trending Now. Ms. Dancho, these officers were responding to a call, doing their jobs. What has been going through your mind today after this tragedy in Innisfil?
It's absolutely devastating morning for Innisfil and the people of that community, and for our policing community across the country. These are brave men and women who put on the uniform every day and go out into the world to keep us safe from criminals and criminal elements. And it's a very sad day to hear that two officers have been lost. And so it's just, I think Canadians are becoming increasingly aware and alarmed of the state of public safety in this country. And it doesn't seem that it's going in the right direction. In fact, if you're looking at the statistics, it's getting worse. Since 2015, we've had a 32% rise in violent crime, 18-point rise on the crime severity index. And last year we had 124,000 more violent crimes in Canada than in 2015. So something is going seriously wrong here. And I think Canadians are rightfully demanding answers and change for the better.
Now, when talking about statistics, we just heard from Halton's police chief here in Ontario that 90% of handguns are actually coming from the U.S. What can and should be done here?
The guns that are committing these crimes are by and large, as you said, 9 out of 10 smuggled in from the US, which of course has more firearms than they do people. And we share the largest undefended border in the world with the United States. They're our oldest friend and allies. That being said, we are having serious issues in the crime realm from guns that are smuggled in from the US, as you've mentioned. And so the federal government has committed additional funding to the border. Unfortunately, they've committed far more money towards targeting lawfully trained, tested firearms owners in Canada, our friends and neighbors who are the most vetted Canadians in the country. They're directing far more resources to their confiscation regime to take away that private property from lawful citizens. So our concern is that their priorities are upside down.
So now the question is, how soon will the matter of gun violence be discussed in Ottawa, and are the Conservatives looking for stricter sentencing?
Certainly, that's an aspect of what we're looking at. The Liberals recently passed Bill C5, which eliminates mandatory prison time for drive-by shooters, for anyone firing a gun with the intent to injure someone with a bullet, for drug traffickers. So there are serious concerns with their approach to this. We need, of course, restorative justice, but we also need to ensure that those who are threatening society, like the individual who just butchered 11 Saskatchewanians and put 18 more in prison. He had 50, or in hospital, he had 59 prior convictions. How was that individual allowed to be on the Canadian streets endangering society? So clearly we need a robust conversation about this, and we need to rejig our criminal justice system to keep the most dangerous offenders out of our communities.
That's Conservative MP Raquel Dancho. Thank you for speaking with us this evening.
Thank you very much. And again, our thoughts are with those of Innisfil and the policing community in Canada.